Take it slow.
Today one of our friends have joined us, Harshad, with his Duke 390.
Hi.
So today we'll be showing you which bike is good for which type of rider, the Adventure 390 and the Duke 390. So let's see how the video goes. We'll be talking about is the height, the average height a person should be for riding this bike comfortably without limping left or right. So the average height for riding the Duke 390 is around 5'5". Ritik, how tall are you? 5'5". Okay, and average height for riding the Adventure 390 is around 5'9", because people who are shorter than that are not comfortable riding the bike. Other than that, you can be, the average height can be 5'9", 5'10" for comfortably riding the bike. So guys, the weight of the Duke 390 with the fuel is around 163 kgs. And the weight of the Adventure 390 with the fuel is around 136 kgs. So it's almost 10 kgs extra. And in fiddling around in traffic, the Duke 390 is way better because it's lighter and it's a naked bike, so you can aram se turn left and right. But in the Adventure 390, as it's a big bike, it's really hard to fiddle around in the traffic. Other than that, the Adventure 390 is an amazing machine on the highways. But the Duke 390 is also crazy on the highways, but not as comfortable as the Adventure 390. So guys, regarding the headlights of the bike, the Duke 390's headlights is any day better than the Adventure 390's headlights. The Adventure 390's headlights literally shoot in the sky in the night when you hit a high beam. It's literally useless.
Anna, we can spot birds in Kapini. We can take pictures also.
Yeah. Coming for touring and highway rides, the Adventure 390 is much more better than the Duke 390, as it has a visor which comes from the company build itself, which helps you get zero wind blast while riding, whereas the Duke 390 doesn't have a visor, so you get a lot of wind force on your body when you're going around 100 or 120 speed. And the seating position of the Adventure 390 is also much more better and very comfy, and you don't get any back pain. Other than that, the seating position of the Duke 390 is very aggressive. Your legs kind of bend to like a V shape in the bottom. Other than that, the Duke 390 is way faster, like at least 10 km per hour faster than the Adventure 390. But other than that, both bikes are actually peaceful while touring. So guys, the Duke 390 and the Adventure 390 almost has the same type of speedometer, but the Adventure 390 has the few modes like the off-roading mode and the traction control mode. Other than that, they both share the same type of speedometer.
The Adventure 390 comes with two different features compared to the Duke 390. The traction control that you can switch on and off, and the ABS that you can make it off-road or on-road. The Adventure 390 also comes with a charging point, a GPS mount and adjustable visor.
Adventure 390 also has a very comfortable back seat for the pillion. In normal KTM bikes, normally mothers and aunties can't sit at the back because the bike is very scary and doesn't have a proper comfortable handle. But the Adventure 390 has a comfortable pillion handle at the back also, and it's very comfortable for long rides to go along with the pillion.
Hey riders, today I'm riding the Duke 390. I mainly am riding this bike to tell you guys what are the main differences between the Adventure 390 and the Duke 390. As you guys can see, Harshit, my friend on my RC390, is blasting off. He's way ahead of me. The main difference between the Duke 390 and the Adventure 390 is the amount of power. There's a major lag in power in the Adventure 390. I think until 4000 RPM you won't get any instant power or torquey power. But Duke 390 has a good amount of torque and you get instant pull, which is really good. I think you can touch around 165 top speed on the 6th gear if you guys are shifting properly. And the bike feels amazing, but the suspension isn't as good as the Adventure 390, I can tell you that. But other than that, the all over of the bike is really nice. I feel it's the best bike under the 400cc segment. It's approximately around 373cc, and it's a very light vehicle. It's a very light naked bike, and it has a good amount of speed, instant power. It's very light. It's all around the best or a very light naked bike, you could say. So guys, now I'm riding the brand new KTM Adventure 390, the BS6 version. This bike is the first Adventure launched by KTM in India. It's the same 390cc engine like the RC or the Duke. But the thing is, if you guys have ridden the Duke 390 or the RC 390, you can feel like a sort of lag in power in the Adventure 390, obviously because it's a tourer. But other than that, the bike performs really good on the highways for long rides. It's very comfortable. The suspension is really nice. You don't feel any small speed break or anything. You can just ride over it in 60-70 speed and you wouldn't feel much of it. And the gear ratio is also quite different compared to the Duke 390. And the top speed is quite less. I think it's around 160 if you shift the gears properly. And God knows why they gave a quick shifter for Adventure. Even I really didn't understand why KTM launched a Adventure with a quick shifter. But the quick shifter is not as effective. It's not that great. It's not a proper quick shifter if you ask me. And the bike has a 14.5 litre tank, which is really good for long rides because you can have a range of around 350 kilometers. And other than that, the bike performs really well. It's a really good starter for KTM as an adventure bike in India. And we really love it. We took it for a few off-road courses also, and it was really nice. It performed well.
And the Adventure 390. So today we'll be showing you which bike is suitable. Riders. Today we have the two legendary vehicles. Not a vehicle, bike. The demonstration of which one is the. Why are you looking at me like that? Hey riders, today we have two bikes of the same amazing family, the KTM. So. Okay, record raw. I can start talking. It flew in the front. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey riders, today we have two bikes of the same KTM family. The Adventure just shoots in the sky. It's literally useless.
That's good only, no. You can do night photos, bird photos and all.
Yeah, bro.